like, comment, and subscribe. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Burger King.
You know you are a hot one.
I'm feeling it right there. Right there.
Temperature rise, vibes in ya.
You get a kick right away if it's a kick you're looking for. Right down the throat.
We're gonna spice it up like fire.
I feel my whole body move with that one.
To the next pepper sauce here, the one that you spoke very highly of.
Yes, Bertie consistency.
Bertie's original pepper sauce.
This one gonna be good. This is a.
When you reach home, just tell your wife you're eating pepper on the Hot Ones Caribbean. She get a blind.
Bite off the bone of that one, boy.
Minister, we have a recurring segment on this show called Explain That Gram, and it's powered by B-Mobile. And it's a segment where we do a deep dive into your Instagram. Well, in your case, we had to do Facebook because there wasn't much activity on Instagram.
Yeah, and the slow lane still.
So we did a deep dive into your Facebook, and we pulled some images that we think that need some more context. So I'm going to show these images to you, and you're going to tell me what's going on. What's going on here, Minister?
Oh, that is while I lived in British Columbia in Western Canada, and that is the Vasaki Festival. The British Columbia, Sikh people came to British Columbia more than 100 years ago. They came to work in the sawmills, and then they came onto the mainland, and they brought their rich culture. They're now big farmers, specifically fruit farmers. British Columbia produces about 75% of the world's cranberry, and a lot of those farms are owned by Sikh farmers. And that is a festival, and I had my turban on that day, and I had a lot of people checking me out.
Absolutely.
And most importantly, I don't know if you noticed something about that photo. That's a true Trini Caribbean kind of thing. Because
I saw somebody in the back here blushing as well.
Oh, that is my wife.
Okay, wonderful.
No, I don't think it's my wife. My wife took the photo.
Right.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Andrews. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by B-Mobile.
What about this picture here? You seem like an animal lover, boy.
Yeah, that is with me with my dog. That dog has a long history. So that's me with my dog Butter.
Butter.
Yeah, he was adopted from Taiwan.
Why name the dog Butter?
I didn't name him. He came with the name. He was rescued in Taiwan.
Right.
And my wife felt it was time that we get a dog, and she went on social media and had a petition for me to agree. And I saw the photo and my heart melted the same way this pepper just melting all my whole body. And he was adopted from Taiwan, and I had to go through 30 pages of agreement, read a long agreement and so on. Wow. And he's an amazing dog.
That's Clarence and Butter.
And
That's
Butter.
my love story name for you. What about this image here?
That's Brother Superior. Brother Superior, Mr. Macano was from my community in Rio Claro. Our families actually grew up opposite each other, and he was my parents and my first introduction to the world of calypso and culture and Port of Spain. Of course, my parents also grew up with Winston Peters Gypsy. You may not know, but I was born about 500 feet from where the train spent the night. So when the train left Port of Spain, one went to San Fernando and one went to Rio Claro, and about 500 feet from where the main engine spent the night, I was born and I grew up there. And right next to that now, as the single pan side that I grew up with, Rio Claro Casqueros, and next to that had stick fighting. And that is why when you see me or you hear about me, I'm always associated with pan and stick fighting, two of the passions in my life.
This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts, Trinidad and Tobago. This edition of Hot Ones Caribbean is brought to you by Flow. Like, comment, and subscribe.
You know you are a hot one. We are lime, we are laugh, we are chat, we no chill, we are hot one.